How do you feel about the topics we've covered so week? What are you finding challenging? What's working for you? Just a quick lowdown of how it has been for you so far.
Sure. So I think the past, like I joined in last week only. So
Mhm.
the first topic, I think I have been pretty much on schedule. The practice has been going well. I have sort of pushed myself to finish my homework every day, and even pushed myself through the 2 marathon sessions which happened on the weekend. So pretty
Awesome.
much all on track. The accuracy is
Hmm.
decent right now. I am
Okay.
clocking 90% and a little above that. I think like that is something that I would be looking as a way forward. Last year, I think what went off track for me was the time after the classes. Like once I finished the classes, after
Hmm.
that I just sort of threw myself away in the fact that couldn't practice much. I think I just sort of overcompensated for the work that I had lost during that time. So just sort of shifted my focus totally towards work. So I think that is something that I really want not to happen this time. The classes have been going well. I just probably need to push myself, keep pushing myself in order to just do the homework. At that time, you don't have much responsibilities in work. Now, especially when you're working in a startup, you are a founding member, so things like are pretty much on the heavier side in terms of work.
Yeah.
So, like trying to
Right.
manage things, probably need to push myself for a few more weeks. Just make it a point that I go back home, probably reach by 6:30, 7ish at max. Then I immediately, like, I don't lose any time. I just take half an hour nap, and after that, like, I have good 1.5 to 2 hours before the class to finish all the homework. So that is a
Okay.
time. After the class, I do have half an hour or something. Like that is some. Like, I think like after the class, I take half an hour break, and then I can spend another half an hour, 45 minutes. What do you suggest? Like anything else that I could do?
I think for me personally, and what I find for other people who have a fairly hectic, erratic job is the time earlier in the morning is the one that most people are able to get most work done.
So I think I can do the same. So
Hmm.
that's why I probably also take a nap. I think that really like freshens me up. It helps in probably grasping a lot better. And then once I
Yes.
jump into the class, it is really fine at that time. Don't have a heavy dinner anymore, because then like in the class, like you probably like if you get in too much
Yeah.
class, like you tend to get a little sleepy. So I make
I
sure
know
that I don't do that, and that anyways helps. So
for sure.
I'm just trying my best to sort of stitch it all together.
See, ideally, you should finish off your exam and then jump onto applications because you're anyway juggling a lot of responsibilities. And getting one more on your plate when you're nearing the exam date will actually be a little too much to handle because applications themselves will require intense effort. Like it's not something that you can mechanically get done with the way you can maybe like a few questions on quant. You don't have to think as much because they're very straightforward. That's what I've noticed about pretty much everyone who's tried to do both GMAT and applications together. That even
Mhm.
if they have more time in their hands, even if they're not working as intense or as hectic a job as you are working, they're still not able to do a decent job at either one of them because they're constantly
Correct.
distracted. No, no, DI will not be a challenge, honestly. It's not hard. If you've done quant and verbal well, DI will be a breeze. On applications, it's more creative, it's not mechanical. And you know
Yeah.
that when you put a deadline to something that requires creative process, your productivity actually goes way down. A lot
True,
of
true,
people say
true.
that you should put like a deadline or something.
Doesn't
When you
work
put a
that
deadline,
way.
doesn't work. I mean, it's fine if it's a mechanical stuff.
And within 5 weeks, we'll be done with the course. And I think after that, you would suggest that probably in a month or so, we
Maximum
can
a
be
month.
ready.
Yeah,
We can
yeah,
be
yeah,
ready
easily.
to give the exam. Don't allow many moving parts to go in there. So I might be able to do it. But
You'll
I
remain
think,
focused and you'll
yeah,
remain focused. That's important. And you'll be able to get this one thing done with because no matter which consultant you work with, if you're
true
coming
that.
from an Indian demographic, we're already overrepresented. And GMAT is one of those differentiators. Like, no matter how good a consultant is, he or she would still not want to take a bet on you if you don't have a 99th percentile.
I think I'll be needing your help more once the classes are done, because I think I have to be extremely mechanical now, because I have tried to be flexible with my time, like with my schedule, but I think I know that's my weakness. Maybe I'll just create a timetable. Even like I
Hmm.
think it sounds stupid, but I think I'll even share it with you. That if
Yeah, yeah,
you,
for sure. Hold yourself accountable and stay on track after the classes get over is to have a certain idea in terms of when you want to take the mocks. Because
Mhm.
the kind of reality check that you get with mocks, it's actually something that pushes you and aligns your focus in the right direction. And a lot of people don't do it. Like they're so scared to take the first mock that they take like a month or 1.5 months after the classes get over to even take that. And because of that, their entire momentum that they have gathered in the last whatever 5-6 weeks, it goes for a toss. So you got to understand, like in the first mock, invariably everybody bombs it. Doesn't matter. You got to still take it.
Like really caught it up to the right point that I get scared when I have to sort of give the first one, because like at that time I just like put myself under so much pressure that I don't know, like what if I score a 600, then like that's the mentality you go through.
You will only get better because you will be able to acclimatize yourself to that pressure as you take more and more mocks. So it's going to be only upwards from there. Everyone has to essentially hit the rock bottom to be able to kind of get to the high score. To say that my target is unachievable or unattainable, that is where you need to work on. You don't have to work on being like afraid of the first score. Like it's fine. I'll score badly. I've accepted that. But understanding it doesn't mean anything till the time you don't assign that label to it. That now that my target score is so far away, I don't think I can get there in a month. Because I have seen the turnarounds, right? Like you don't have the experience to know what I know now after seeing the kind of trajectories I've seen of students. That's the kind of process you need to follow here, Archit. And don't think about the first mock even right now. Like just focus on getting the week on week work that I'm assigning to you. Get done with that. And yeah, be in touch. Let us know whenever you need help. Happy to get in touch with you.